So, very good afternoon to one and all. Good afternoon, children. So, children, today we are going to discuss about intermediate second year economics, third lesson, third part, poverty. As in the previous classes, children, we discussed about in the first and second part, we completed national income, the causes of inequality in income and wealth. And today, in this class, we are going to discuss, children, about poverty, causes of poverty, and the consequences of poverty. Okay, so let us discuss the class, children. Let us start the class. First, what do you mean by poverty? This is a very common word that I think you heard also, you know very well also. Poverty. Poverty, the definition is, it is a social phenomena. It is a social phenomena in which a sector of a society is unable to fulfill even its basic necessities of life. Even its basic necessities of life. So a particular section of society, what I am going to explain to you, children, it means that in which a section of society is unable to fulfill even the basic necessities, food, cloth, shelter. Okay, so even if we find that if anyone is unable to get food, cloth and shelter, are considered as poor, a poor person. Generally in our society, what we do, whenever we see any person, if we want to judge any person's standards, what we say, children, we say that yes, he is a rich fellow, he is a poor fellow, he is from the middle class. On what basis, children, we are telling that a rich, middle class or a poor person? It based on the spending, the expenditure made by that person. If a person, whatever he earns, if he spends more, is considered as a rich person who enjoys all the luxuries of life. A person who is earning, but he spent only not more, not less, but according to the what you call needs he spent, that is middle class person. A person who is earning, but even after the earning, he is unable to get, children, even the basic necessities of life like food, cloth and shelter. So those people we call as poor people. Okay, so let us discuss first, children, about the causes of poverty. I hope it is clear to all of you what is the meaning of poverty. So, causes of poverty. Here a few causes are written, children. The first cause, concentration of economic power. One by one we'll discuss, children. Concentration of economic power, under exploitation of natural resources, heavy population pressure, poor education, low availability of essentials, inflation, low technology, capital deficiency, and still more are there, children, that we will discuss after some time. So let us discuss, children, the first cause of the poverty, that is concentration of economic power. Concentration of economic power. About this, children, already we discussed in the previous class, also in the inequalities of income and wealth. We discussed about that one. So the concentration of economic power, here we find that, children, the distribution of income in the country, is not equally divided. Some are getting more income, some are getting less income based on the number of things. So here we find in the country where in our country, especially India, here we find that rich are reaping the benefits of development. Whatever our country is developing, children, whatever the country is attaining the development, children, rich are getting those benefits and poor are disillusioned. Poor are not at all getting, children, anything. Okay, rich are getting more, whereas the poor are not getting anything. Example again, we are having Tata Birla Ambani's, you take it. Tata Birla Ambani, the Reliance Group. What we find that these are the people, whatever they touch, we find that it is turning gold. Why? Because everything, children, they are getting all the facilities from all the sorts of their business. They are getting more and more wealth, becoming more richer and richer. Sometimes we can say that most of the people, they are born with the silver spoon in their mouth. Means by birth they are very rich, that is inheritary, they'll get the what do you call the property from their ancestors. So because of that, we find in most of the cases that rich are becoming rich and rich. There is no chance that they'll come to the lower level. Whereas a poor person in the country, we find it becoming more poorer and poorer. The benefits they are not enjoying. Even we can say the benefits are not reaching to them. They are not getting profit, children. Because of that, we find they become more poorer and the poorer. So that is concentration of economic power. Complete economy is in the hands of few people, comparing to the many people, those who are very poor. They are running the country. That's why every time why these 3 to 4 names we are getting, the rich people names we are getting. Why we are not counting hundreds or thousands of rich people in the country? Because only few people, they are maintaining the economy, holding the economy, children. That is because of this we say that the poverty increase. So in this one, children, what we can say that the rich are getting benefit of development, whereas the poor people are disillusioned, not getting any benefit of the society. That is concentration of economic power. Next one, under exploitation of natural resources. Already I explained you before in one of the lesson we discussed it, children. Under exploitation of natural resources, India is a country where we find that, or not only India, if we say that a complete country's development depends on its natural resources. Some of the areas, some of the countries are like that, where the natural resources are available but are not exploited fully. They are untapped or exploited. So in our India, we find there is an under exploitation of natural resources. Much of the resources are there in the country because of the lack of technology, lack of education, lack of skills, children. We find that much of the natural resources are unexploited. So because of that, what we can say, children, we remain underdeveloped. Most of the areas are underdeveloped. Okay, because of unexploitation of natural resources. Next one, heavy population pressure. So what happens, children, because of the underexploitation of natural resources? In this one we can find that the area where the resources are exploited, that are developed, and the people of those areas are developed. The areas where natural resources are not exploited properly, that are backward. Example, in our India, you take it. In India we find that some of the metropolitan cities are there, like Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, Chennai, Hyderabad, like that, these cities are there. Here we find that education, skills, technology, everything is good. People are getting good income in the various industries, various areas. People are earning good income. Whereas some of the states are there, children, like Bihar, like Rajasthan, like some of the areas of Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh. These are the areas are there where still the resources are not fully exploited. And we can find that the people of these areas are somewhat poor comparing to the developed areas. Okay, next one, heavy population pressure. Number of times, children, you people had written or in the essay writing competitions or in elocution you spoke also about the problem of the population pressure. So as you all know that the population of the country is going on increasing. When the population of the country is going on increasing, children, if according to the increased population, natural resources are available in the country, there is no problem, children. Natural resources and population, if both are equal in there, are equal, children, in the country, then there is no problem. But population is going on increasing, but natural resources are not increasing. So it is very difficult for the natural resources to meet the need of this ever increased population. And when it is difficult to meet the needs of the ever increased population, it will lead to the problem of food scarcity. It will lead to the problem of education. It will lead to the problem of, children, the common things like clothes, medicine, other things. So what happens, children? Those who are able to meet their needs, even the population is going on increasing with their good income, they are rich. But with increasing population, due to shortage occur. Because of this shortage, children, it is very difficult for the common people to purchase the things at a higher prices. You know very well, whenever the shortages will be there, prices will increase, and higher prices cannot be afforded by a poor person. So this is also one of the reason for the poverty. Next one, poor education. This you know very well. Just now in income and wealth inequalities we discussed that. lower educational Lower education attainment. We find that in our India, poor people are not getting good education. They are not getting good education, and we can say that it is one of the reason for the poverty. Why they are not getting good education? Because of lack of money. You know, children, nowadays in our India also, we find that it is very difficult for a poor person to send their child to a private schools, to send a child to a corporate schools, where the fees for just LKG also is 2 lakhs to 3 lakhs per year. Just for LKG, fees are 2 to 3 lakhs per year. From where a poor person can afford all these fees? It is a difficulty for the poor people to maintain such all those things. And because of these, what happened? Poor people, they send their children to the government-based schools, that to up to certain level only. But afterwards, they are in need of child help to run the family. That means they want that the child, instead of going to school, should go to some other work and should earn income. And because of that, we find that the educational level of a poor person is very low. And when an educational level is low, children, when a child becomes an elder and reach at an age of earner, he is able to just to survive, to earn just to for survival purpose, but he is unable to live a very good life, a luxurious life. And that means we can say poverty continues. Poverty continues through generation and generation. So this is also one of the reason. Low education, poor education is one of the reason, children, for the increase in poverty. I hope it is clear. Next one, low availability of essentials. What is this low availability of essentials, children? So it means that shortage of consumer goods. Consumer goods, the goods that we purchase, children, the goods that we purchase in our to run our life for our survival purpose. If these goods are not available properly, it will create a lot of problem to our livelihood. How it is creating a lot of problem to our livelihood? Suppose to live a life, beside the food, cloth and shelter, we are in need of some other things also, children. But if those goods are not available to us properly, it will create a problem, children. It will create a problem, and it is very difficult for us to live a good life. When we are unable to live a good life, definitely we can find all the shortages will start, and with the shortage we can find the poverty exists in that family or in the society. Next one, inflation. Just now before class we discussed, children, about inflation. Inflation means rise in price. Inflation means rise in price. If the prices goes on increasing, children, what is the problem will come, children? The purchasing capacity. The purchasing capacity of the people decrease. Purchasing capacity of the people become very low. How? I already told you. If you are earner, if you are a worker and your salary is meager, is very less, and suppose price goes on increasing, children, in the country, it is difficult, very difficult for a worker, for a labor, for a what you call a construction labor or some other agricultural labor, children, to go on purchasing with an increasing price. If the salary is 100 rupees but the prices are reaching 200 or 300, it is difficult for a person to get all the basic necessities of life with that little income. So what we can say that with the little income, a person cannot live a good life, and that turn one of the reason for the poverty. So poverty, this inflation, children, increase in price rise, it decrease the purchasing capacity of the people. Okay, next one, low technology. Low technology, you know very well. Technology, how we can say that the low technology is one of the reason for the poverty. So the capacity to organize a good technology is also one of the reason for the poverty. Capacity to organize the what you call production unit. Capacity to organize production unit. Organize production units. it is, we can say that the capacity to organize production unit, it is very low in the small and medium industrialist or the medium farmers. So we can find that there is no financial markets are also available, children, for these people. When there is no financial market will be there, when there is low finance will be there, low finance will definitely we can find there will be a low technology. What is an example? We can say that low technology. For example, a farmer is there. A farmer is there. If farmer is lacking, children, finance. For example, when you start the agriculture, you start the agriculture with sowing of seeds, and then afterwards a different process will start. You use different inputs, children. You use different inputs, like for example, you use tractors, you use fertilizers, pesticides. At the time of harvesting, you use the harvesters, children. That are technology. Okay, but if you are poor, so what happens, children? It is difficult for you to purchase all these things, and you will still depend on the subsistence method, that is doing the cultivation by the help of animals, the what you call harvesting by the help of the people. So what happens, children? Your production will decrease. You are unable to produce more. You are having one industry, but in that industry the machinery whatever is installed in the industry, that is an old one, that works very slowly, produce very slowly. When you produce very less, children, how can you expect good production, good profit? So definitely what happened? No profit, no production, proper production, again low capital formation. Low capital formation, again what happened? Low investment, and low production leads to the again poverty. That means your production depends on your money. You are unable to save. Okay, whatever you're producing, you're unable to save. When you're unable to save, you're unable to invest. When you're unable to invest, again there is a low production. So that we can find in the low technology. Next one, children, capital deficiency. Just now the capital formation only we discussed, children, and in one of the lesson we already discussed, children, about the capital formation. You know very well how capital formation is very important for the development of the economy. Capital formation in the various ways, human capital and the physical capital, that is that capital we want, children. So here we find that there is a low capital we find in the country. So low capital formation, so that I think you remember the vicious circle of poverty. Low capital formation, it leads to the low low production. It leads to the low production. So but before this, what we can say, that low saving. So in our country, when the people are not getting enough income, from where they can save? To run the family, they are taking loans. To run the business, they are taking loans. They are heavily indebted. So from where they can save, children? No saving, no capital formation. No capital formation, there will be no proper production. So these are, we can say as children, the one of the other causes for the poverty. Beside these causes, what are the other causes are there, children? So the other causes are, number 9th one, that is failure in 5-year planning system. Failure in 5-year planning system. So failure of a 5-year planning system, what do we mean, children? Failure of 5-year planning system. Already 5-year planning, the planning lesson we learned. We learned that there are many objectives, many goals were set before the planning commission, and they did it also. And about the poverty, remember, children, 1974 Mrs. Indira Gandhi, she started Garibi Hatao, removal of poverty program, that is Garibi Hatao. Okay, Garibi Hatao program was started in the year 1974. 1974, and these many decades completed. Okay, these many decades completed. Do you find any poor people in the society? Yes. Still we find that India is a country where large number of beggars are there in the country. What it shows? What it shows? That beggars, more beggars are coming from the poor people. Who are the beggars? Who are unable to get, children, the basic necessities of life, unable to earn the basic necessities of life. Then where is this government plan, Garibi Hatao? No, this plan is completely failed. Because in this way, what we can find, though government already had spent, children, crores of rupees, to remove this garibi hatao, to remove this poverty, but still we find that there are number of people are there, children, in the country. That is nearly about 19.3% of the people are there in the country who are very, very, very poor. They are at the range of garibi, poorness. Okay, so this is, children, one of the causes, failure of 5-year planning system. Then afterwards, what else? What is the next one? So the 10th one, children, is about liberalization, privatization and globalization. Remember, already I explained you about these three: liberalization, privatization and globalization. These are the also called as economic reforms. On this we are having one lesson, children. 7th or 8th lesson we are having, children, economic reforms. Liberalization, where a country where all the people are free to do any kind of the work, children. Privatization, government sectors are converting to the private sectors. Globalization, India enters to the world market. There will be a globalization. Completely we can say as the integration of the world economy to the Indian economy, merging of world economy, that is globalization. So liberalization, free; privatization, privatized from the government to the private sector, changing it; and globalization. Children, so what happened? 1991 this LPG was started. Okay, it is very good, because that time the problems were like that. We were in need of other countries' help. So what happened? These liberalization policies were started, globalization policy was started, and the privatization policy was started. It was good. So under this globalization especially, what happened? India invited the other countries of the world to have a trade with the country, and we also entered in the world market. Because of this, what happened? Because of this, what happened? These policies, all policies are capital intensive policies. Capital intensive, they follow capital intensive techniques. Means complete all the work are done by the help of machines. They give importance to machines, not man, not human beings. So what happened, children? As this policy was started in the country, more number of work is done by machines. That means removal of the people from the job. People, they turn unemployed because of this one. Unemployment and poverty are related. Both are interlinked. Both are interlinked. So because of this, we can find that, because of this policy, we find that poverty exists. Because of this, unemployment spread in the country, and because of unemployment, poverty also increase in the country, children. Next, beside LPG, after the LPG, what is the next one? Next one is social factors. Next one is social factors. How social factors turning as one of the reason, children, for poverty. We are also living in the same society. You are also living. I am also living in the same society, and we know very well about our Indian society, especially social factor. Remember, we discussed vicious circle of poverty. What we discussed? A poor remains poor. Who explained? Naqshband. 1950. So a poor remains poor, children. How much he do the hard work, but it is very difficult for a person to come out of that circle. Why? Though there are a number of problems are there, but how we can say the social factor is one of the factor for the poverty? Yes, children, in our country, to fulfill all the social obligations, means celebrating all the festivals grandly by even taking the loans, all the ceremonies, even from the cradle to the grave. When a child born, function will be there. Naming ceremony will be there. Then one by one, all the ceremonies will go on till the person go to the grave, died and go to the grave. Then afterwards also till 1 year we are having all the ceremonies goes on in the name of the death person. For all these things, the people, though if they are not having money also, they take the loan and they perform all these ceremonies. Okay, in our country India, because of that, they become heavily indebted under the burden of loans, unable to repay it, become more poor and poor. Then marriage, coming to the marriage, giving huge amount of money as a dowry to the girls. This is also one of the reason for the poverty. Dowries are also one of the reason. Beside this one, children, we find that even the joint family system in the country. Okay, that is very good, children, but this they stops mobility of the labor from one place to the other place. The family, they demand that the person should remain in the same area and earn whatever the little income he is earning, but they should be there in the same family. Because of this, what happened, earning little income and living with all the less necessities of life, it increased the poverty problem. Illiteracy is also one of the reason for the poverty. Like that, children, we can say that all these are the reasons that are related to poverty. If government tries to remove one, another problem is arising. Government is creating the sources, another problem is arising. Because of that, even after these years, these decades of independence, this problem is still continuing in the country. Okay, so these are all called as the causes of poverty. Next, after the causes of poverty, we have to discuss, children, now consequences of poverty. So next topic is consequences of poverty. So children, now we are going to discuss about the consequences of poverty. Consequences. Consequences means effects. Okay, what do you mean by consequences, children? Consequences means effects of poverty. How it is affecting us and the society also. Okay, so the first consequences, children, unequal opportunities. Unequal opportunities, concentration of economic power, inefficiency, problem of unemployment, income inequalities and insecurity, society, malnutrition, health and education. Okay, so the first one we are going to discuss about unequal opportunities. In the unequal opportunities, because of poverty, you know, children, rich we call as haves and poor we call as have not. Because of this poverty, almost whatever the opportunities are available, children, whatever the opportunities are availed by the haves. Even these haves, children, they get everything on the power of money comparing to haves not. So here we can find that these poor people, they struggle in their life to get basic necessities of life, whereas these rich people, they get all the good opportunities, children, in almost all every field. Almost all every field. Example, to get a seat, paid money, get the seat. To get a job, paying money, getting the job. Like that in the medical field also, in the hospitals also. Good hospitals, suppose if they are not book the doctor, just enter without any appointments. Like that, many are there where the haves are taking all the advantages in the society, making the poor to live a very back life. This is an effect. You people, you are observing the society, children. Our economics is a subject where we have to open our eyes and we have to observe the society, children, where we are living. Where we are living, how cruel is this society, that where those who are having money only, they are getting the respect in the society comparing to those who are not having. So unequal opportunities in each and every field we can find in our society because of money, because of poverty. Second one, concentration of economic power. In the previous also we discussed that if a person, those who are rich, they avail all the opportunities, and not even that, they have the economic power in their hands. Even by the help of this money, these rich people, they are in politics today. Most of the people are in politics. They attain the political power. Whatever they want to do it, they are doing, children. And most of the people are bowing their heads because of this rich people, because of the money of this money power of the rich people. So here we can find that because of the poverty, the concentration of economic power, it is in the hands of rich people only, not the poor people. So we can say that richer are becoming more richer and richer, poor are becoming more poorer, children. Inefficiency. Third one is inefficiency. What is this inefficiency, children? Poor people, they're not getting good opportunity to get education and training, children. Poor people, they are not getting good efficiency in training and education, children. Because of that, because they lacked in the good education, they lacked in the good training facilities. Because of that, these people, they remain inefficient in all the fields. They remain inefficient in handling a good machinery because they are not trained. They are remain backward in getting the good jobs because they are not professionally trained, children. their education is not up to the mark to face all these challenges of the society, and because of this inefficiency a person remains poor. That is same vicious circle is following children. How much they want to come out also, the person is unable to come out from that chains. Children, man remains in chain in the poverty, that is inefficiency, because of inefficient education and training. Next one, problem of unemployment. Already I told you children, problem of unemployment. Poverty is having a connection with unemployment. When there is a poverty, we can find unemployment problem will be there in the country. So we can find that in this one, in the all the basic assignments. Just now I told you that if the for an what do you call, for an interview, if both rich and poor are going, they're attending. So who are getting children nowadays the appointments? They are those who are able to pay good amount of bribe to that particular person who is giving the job. So here problem of unemployment arise because all the assignments of jobs are taken by the rich people on the power of money comparing to the poor people. So the problem of unemployment is, though the person is heavily good skilled, good trained and everything, but he is not having good recommendation from a rich person, he lacks the job facility. Okay, next, income inequalities and insecurity. Income inequalities, already I told you about this income inequalities. The problem of poverty increase children when we find there is an income inequalities in the country. Income inequalities in the country children, we find that it creates a problem of insecurity among the people. Income inequalities create the problem of insecurity among the people, and because of this we find the problem of poverty exists. Income is less, rich and poor differences are more. So definitely rich is not coming down, but poor is struggling hard and hard and hard, but still they are unable to reach to this level. Okay, so this is also we can say as children one of the reason. Next one, society. How society is one of the reason for the poverty. As you all know that the people, those who are in poverty, most of the people, they are even homeless also, not having the basic necessities of life. So what happens children, which kind, how it is going to affect the society then? So what happened, the poor people who are not getting children the basic necessities of life, after a long waiting, after a long patience, what happened children, these people, they turn towards the criminal areas. They do the thefts, they do the murders, they do some illegal activities children to earn the money. Okay, and if they do like that, society will be in the problem. Society, how the society will be safe when a person from society is only creating the problem to the society? But what is the problem? You can say, what is their mistake? They are not born criminals children. Society made them criminals because not allowing them to get the good jobs, not providing them all the facilities. Here somewhat government also fails in providing all the facilities to these people, and because this poverty is showing its effect children to the society. Okay, that is society. Next one is malnutrition. Children, poor person. I said what is poverty? The person who is struggling to even get basic necessities of life, food, cloth, shelter. Where is a question of nutritious food then? There is no proper nutrition children to the people. They are unable to purchase a very good food or the fruits to increase the nutritious value, to increase the health, to get a good health children. And so poverty, it affects the health of the people. So definitely next one is health. Just now I said poverty, it affects the health, unable to get the nutritious food. When a person unable to get the nutritious food, the health of the person get decreased, deteriorated, it get decreased. He is unable to do the work for a long time. Many time he becomes ill, he becomes sick. Number of time he has to move to the hospital. So he is not getting income, but he is spending money on medicines because of malnutrition. Last one children, education. The education, here we can find that education is largely affected by the poverty. Already I explained you, very hardly a child of a poor family goes attend the schools, that to government schools, but those attending also is very less children, not for a long period of time. Why? Because of the person, the family wants the child to earn, to get some income, to do some work and to earn income for the family instead of going to school, instead of going to college. So in this way the child will turn as a dropout child. The child who is not attending the schools, not going to the colleges or the schools, dropout rates are increasing in the country because of poverty. So these are all we can say, children, the one or the other problems that are related to the poverty, children. And still this problem continues, children. Still we find the problem continues. When we move towards the some of the parts of the India, children, we find that the small children we can find on the roads. We can find the children on the roads, children. Just what they do, just what you call collecting all the garbages, plastics bags, polythene bags, plastic waste, children, from the roads, and again selling that one to the what you call the areas where they purchase it, the recycling areas. So like that, many small children, they are working as a child labor. They are working as a child labor, children, in the factories and in some servants as a homes, children. So poverty, children, it's like we can say as a silent killer that are killing the poor people, especially they are killing the what you call wishes of the poor people. They're killing the what you call the all the dreams of the poor people, children. What the poor people they dreamt of that day, because everyone we are having a right to live a very good life, but because of poverty, because of this poorness, many of them, many of us, we are killing our goals, we are killing our dreams, we are killing our aims of our life, and we are busy in just surviving, earning for money. Okay, so children, this is the topic on poverty, the causes and the consequences, children. Okay, next class is about the unemployment, the causes of the unemployment, types of unemployment as the next class, and then remedies for poverty and unemployment. So I hope today's class is clear to all of you, children. Already material is given to you, children. Go through the material, read the lesson number of time, one time, two time, three time, children, till you understand it, children. See, children, economics is a subject that we can learn more. Comparing to the books, we can learn from society, children. When we learn such a topic, yes, at the time it makes us to think, yes, really it is going on surrounding me, around me it is going on, in my neighbors this type of problems are there, in these are there, that are there. Yes, we have to open our mind and we have to find it out, children, because you are the future citizens. You are going to run this country in the future. So all these problems, children, you learn better, get good education, make yourself efficient, and to run this country properly. So it's the time to leave, children. So we'll meet in the next class. The topic is unemployment in the next class. So okay, children, thank you once again. Thank you, children.